Let me tell you a story about one of the greatest Jedi Sentinels that have ever existed in the Star Wars universe. A Jedi Sentinel who lives in the hearts of many Star Wars fans for all time. Welcome back to Star Wars Legends Explained, where I talk about characters that existed in Star Wars before Disney straight up snagged the fucking franchise. But before I start, I'd just like to apologize for my lack of uploads. I've just been having tons of anxiety on the internet lately, and I've barely come up with any ideas for my Transformers comic series, but enough about that. Allow me to tell you the story of Bastila Shan. Bastila Shan was a Jedi Sentinel who was born centuries before the events of Star Wars The Phantom Menace. She made her debut in the role-playing game Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Not only was Bastila skilled to the lightsaber, but she was one of the most gifted Force users to have ever existed, most formerly known for her battle meditation. Battle meditation is a very powerful Force ability that allows a Jedi to strengthen armies and fleets and weaken enemies, ensuring victory for the army that the meditation aids. It's a very powerful Force ability and rarely ever used. Born from parents who were treasure hunters, Bastila Shan's childhood was a rough one, but when her father disappeared, her mother gave her to the Jedi Order, where she trained and lived as a Jedi her whole life. Until the day the Jedi Council assigned Bastila and a Jedi Strike Force a mission to fight and capture Darth Revan. Bastila and her strike team managed to go through a lot of Sith troopers to get to the bridge of Revan's ship and confront Darth Revan himself. And let me just say, that lightsaber duel, that was definitely a hard one. And also, did I forget to mention that when Bastila fought Revan, she was just a Padawan? Yeah, you heard me right. I'm not bullshitting. Bastila Shan fought Darth Revan, the most powerful Sith Lord in her time, as just a Padawan. And if that's not fucking sick, I don't know what it is. While Bastila and Revan were having their duel, Revan's ship was actually fired upon by another ship, which was piloted by Darth Malak, Darth Revan's apprentice. And Revan was fatally injured, where his mind was shattered. And because of how fatally shattered Revan's mind was, Bastila and the entire Jedi Council had no choice but to wipe Revan's memories entirely. Not just to save him, but to learn about the Star Forge. We now cut to the story of Knights of the Old Republic, where after escaping the Endar Spire and going onto the surface of Terrace, she was captured by an undercity gang called the Black Vulkars, and she was freed, thanks to the help of Cartho Nassi and a memory-wiped Revan. And exactly after that, she and Revan made a Sith base to steal ship codes for the Ebon Hawk to leave Terrace, at least before Darth Malak destroyed Terrace, yeah. After escaping Terrace, Bastila takes the memory-wiped Revan to Dantooine, to the Jedi Enclave there, where Revan relearns the Force. Not just for his benefit, but so the Jedi Council and Bastila will know the secrets of the Star Forge, like I mentioned before. Because the whole story of Knights of the Old Republic was that the Ebon Hawk crew is trying to stop Malak and destroy the Star Forge once and for all. During Revan's Force retraining, I'll say that, Bastila and Revan end up forming a bond, but mostly due to the fact that Bastila wiped Revan's memories. As the Ebon Hawk crew continues to go from planet to planet across the galaxy to find the maps of the Star Forge, Bastila guides Revan to master the Force, or should I say, re-master the Force, if you know what I mean. But there's a slip-up. The slip-up is, the bond between Revan and Bastila becomes so deep to where Revan and Bastila actually kiss. They end up falling in love. But due to the Jedi Code, Bastila rejects Revan, because of the fact that Jedi aren't allowed to fall in love, which we all know a few centuries later ends up being the Jedi's biggest regret. After the Ebon Hawk crew finds the fourth star map on Manan, and before they could go on to find the last one, the Ebon Hawk crew were ambushed by Darth Malak's flagship, the Leviathan, and they were captured and interrogated. They do escape eventually, but Bastila, alongside Revan and Cartho Nassi, try to regroup with the Ebon Hawk until they were ambushed by Darth Malak himself. And as they were ambushed, Malak reveals to Revan who he truly was, and because of that, Revan regains his memories. Most of us would probably expect Revan to hate or try to kill Bastila for erasing his life from him, right? But no. Revan does quite the opposite. Revan actually forgives Bastila. The reason because is he's no longer the Dark Lord of the Sith as he remembers. It's because of the bond between him and Bastila, the feelings they have for each other, and the time they spent together, and the allies he made because of what Bastila did. Enraged by the fact that his master chose forgiveness over hatred, Malak attacks Revan, Bastila, and Karth. As Malak fights the weakened Revan, Bastila confronts Malak and distracts him, buying time for Karth and Revan to escape. Hence, in order for Revan, Karth, and the other members of the Ebon Hawk crew to escape and find the last star map, Bastila had to be left behind so she could hold off Malak as much as she could. As the Ebon Hawk crew goes to find the final star map on Korriban, now led by the newly redeemed Revan, Darth Malak had Bastila in a chamber where he was constantly torturing her. He could lure her to the dark side. Bastila, bravely, with all the effort in the galaxy, tries to resist the lure of the dark side, but unfortunately, the pull of the dark side is too powerful to resist until Bastila actually falls to the dark side and becomes Darth Malak's new apprentice. We now go to the Star Forge, the final battle against Darth Malak, where Bastila reunites with Revan, but instead of a happy reunion, they fight. Go into a great lightsaber fight. After being defeated by the redeemed Revan, Bastila accepts her fate and demands that Revan kills her and ends her misery. But Revan does not kill her. He spares her. But he doesn't just spare her, he reminds her of who she was. He reminds her of the Jedi she once was, a servant of the light, a noble Jedi, and he reminds her of who she truly is. And because of Revan's kind words, Bastila was redeemed to the light. And as Bastila was redeemed, she fully embraces the love she holds for Revan, and Revan embraces the love he holds for her. Hence, Bastila, Shan, and Revan officially fall in love. Revan goes to face Malak, as Bastila uses her battle meditation for the Republic. After the defeat of Darth Malak and the destruction of the Star Forge, Revan and Bastila officially become husband and wife. But unfortunately, Revan left. He disappeared to go find answers about the Sith Emperor. But unfortunately, during Revan's disappearance, Bastila gave birth to a son, Vanner Shan. But unfortunately, Vanner Shan never got to know his father, which is a sad, sad fate. Vanner Shan was not Force sensitive, but regardless of the fact that he wasn't Force sensitive, Bastila still loved and supported her son no matter what. And that is the end of Bastila Shan. Not much is known about Bastila after the events of Knights of the Old Republic, but we do know Bastila does make a brief appearance in Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Rush sequel, and she actually makes a brief cameo in the MMO that takes place a few centuries after both Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. Regardless of that, Bastila Shan had a few toys, a Funko, and she continues to be one of the most beloved Star Wars characters of all time. And, well, that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoy this. Let me know if I missed out on anything, and I'll see you guys, hopefully, in the next episode. Take care. Real quick, by the time I'm editing this video, I just remembered that I forgot to add a certain key detail for both Revan and Bastila. So, basically, centuries after both Knights of the Old Republic games, Bastila and Revan's bloodline continues for centuries, which I feel close to the prequels, because in the MMO, the Old Republic, the Grand Master of the Jedi Order is Satele Shan, a descendant of Revan and Bastila. Let me know if you want to see a video about her soon. But yeah, no, I know, according to the expanded universe lore, the Shan family is one of the most powerful Jedi bloodlines that have ever existed. All thanks to Revan and Bastila. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Peace.